Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today is February 14, 2023, Tuesday. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, so let's hop right into it here. As previous videos yesterday, we turned around and we finally grabbed this liquidity above here. Finally hit that high from the 14th in December 14. So 2 months. All right, and that's not a coincidence either. 2 months later, the algorithm decided to take it out, right? So they'll run on a macro time basis, which would be, month, 2 months, 3 months, 90 days, 180 days, quarters, right? So this is an example of that, but I won't get into that too deep right here. But in general, price went up, rallied up. But we had news today. We had CPI news. A decent day. Nothing like what I would expect, but not like how it used to be, but pretty average. We didn't take out that middle 50% equilibrium part of the wick, which I didn't really expect it to go, to be honest, that high. I did know that we would take at least this. I mean, it was just too clean, and price is sitting there, and then we rallied down, and then as we were discussing yesterday, we would seal up the price of the imbalance here between yesterday and Friday's price action, and we did came down, took it out, which was fixated from this purple imbalance line, and price then rallied up and then settled here. So let me go into a smaller time frame. It's going to get a little tricky coming up, especially we still have news this week, but I'm still looking for prices to the downside. We've kind of exhausted the top side, in my opinion. I've been saying it for, man, it's crazy how it's been months now, but they're still holding on to price. So anyways, price opened up here and was sorry, it's hard to read this, but because of the big candles to the right, but we came up, we were making order flow up, all right, and then price opened up here at 8:30. Decided to, so this candle would have been your higher high, that would have been your higher low, that would have been your higher high. Okay, so price came down, absorbed all these people who were buying. Let me try to squinch out a little bit, and then almost took out this low, but they took out this internal low here, and that was good enough. So they came down, took it out, rallied back up. All right, decided to take, oh, by the way, I was mentioning this in some previous videos as well. This is the 30-minute chart. Let me just go back. You see this little right here, see this price imbalance right here. We had a gap right here, see that? But see between this candle, that was news too, by the way, which was what, that was the 13th of December. So that gap, I knew we would revisit this eventually. Plus with this imbalance of price here, if I drag this all the way out, so we hit this mark here, and we didn't get to this level, but we got real close, and sure enough, it was getting into that whole gap right here. So I had a feeling we'd reach that eventually, and look what they did. They broke price all the way down here. They came in, started building order flow and accumulating higher, all consolidation here. Price then rallied up here, came all the way back down here, rallied up, we had consolidation, we finally hit it here. See that? So this is now, to me, the lower high. As of right now, this is the lower high that we just made today. Sorry, I know it's squinched up, but I mean, I could go to a higher time frame technically, but let me go to a 2 hour even. Well, let me go to a 4 hour. So you see here, like this, so to me, this is the lower high. And now we're going to start breaking down all these lows here. So Let me go back into the 5-minute here. All right, so to me, this is the actual lower high, and now we're gonna start creating structure. So you see, this is clean structure down to the downside, and when the price came up and took that equity, I did not get involved at all. This is a very, very tough day to be even in trading to begin with, but you want to wait for a lot of order flow, and I'm okay with waiting, like literally waiting even after the bell of 9:30, because as you see here, price came down, took out that low there, and then we know we're going to get a retracement and rally up and get some of this liquidity sitting there other than price imbalance. We had that high right there, and then we have this wick. This wick was, I was worried if it would have went that high, but I had a feeling that it didn't, and this high would be protected only because they already set that high in and they made a new low. So, you know, it was easy for them to keep that high. I mean, it's kind of like an experience feel. So I let that go. So once it came in, I decided to say, let me get more. I could have sold here. Let me go to 1 minute real quick. But you could have sold earlier here, but you really got to know what you're doing, especially when the price broke here and came back. And I'm on the 1 minute now. Came back up, but it's too risky to me. And in here, there wasn't really any. I mean, this might have been an option here of selling when the price came back up right here. But I wanted a little bit more confirmation, so I got into this imbalance between these two candles, and when the price poked up, and I mean, we're talking about by the number from this low here. What's this low of this candle? Top left, the low is 34,215. Okay, the high of this candle is what? 34,215. So this is what I look for. This is a signature that I look for 100%. And then you would have been able to get in right here, which is a nice risk stop loss. I mean, it was about 18 points of a stop loss, which is really good to me, because at the fact that if your stop loss is right above that candle, then you're don't want to be in that trade if it goes that way anyway, right? So anyways, price came down, and what are we targeting? We're targeting, let me go to a 5 minute. So we're targeting this. That was that purple line right here, first, which was the daily price action and balance action of Friday's high. And once it's sealed, that's how I know, as far as the target goes, I'm aiming for. Plus, we have the weekly open gap right here, which actually, let me go to. I'm on a 5 minute, right? Yeah. So this is Sunday, the beginning of the week, Sunday night. That little gap. I know it's small, but the price loves to revisit previous open gaps. So it could, even last week, we have been trading in all previous gap on Sunday's opening week, and you don't even know it, which I can show you in a moment. But let's see here. Can I do that right now? I think it's beneficial here. I'll try to make this video real quick. So this is this week's beginning, and then right here is our other opening. See this gap right here? So if you look to the right, look, price is still involved in it. You see? So, and that's a whole nother video. But anyways, so yeah, price came down, came underneath that gap, and then took out that low right there, stayed here. All right, so again, lower low, lower high, lower lower. We're breaking down. We came up here. This is going to get real tricky as far as the rest of the week, because I think we can still come up and break above this high, because they've engineered this high, and we can kind of get into here, or maybe even take out this high. The news is it's not a big deal. It's not that far away. So I can see this high getting taken. I guess I could draw it now for you. On on the upside. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be weary. I'm going to be super in and out of this market for the next little bit. Give me a second here. All right, and then I can see this also happening, but this is not likely for me. I'm not, well, I mean, it can, but I know the price can come up into here. See this right here? But here it would be nice to tap above here, and then now we're definitely, I mean, in my opinion, we're aiming for this low here. Okay. We're aiming for that low and the rest. All the rest of these lows. So this is the protective higher low in my opinion. Let me go to 1 hour. So to me, this is the protective higher low right now. This right here, this level right here. So we got a lot of price action available, right? So that means you're gonna see some sloppiness like this. You see this little price action right here? I see a lot of sloppy price action for the next 2-3 days, or we just, you know, we kind of pull a move like kind of like this. See how we peaked up and then we came down, we broke, came up, broke. So for a couple days we broke, and then we had a couple rallies like this. So this little pocket of price action, I can see that happening here too. So price can come like this, can come down, come up, you know, and inch its way to here, and then, you know, maybe get the catalyst for here. But I mean, they're really doing a good job of just keeping price where it is. I think we're in a consolidation, if you ask me, and I actually think we're gonna stay in one. So you're gonna be looking for highs and lows to ping pong off of. All right. Hope this helps. You guys take care and God bless.